and welcome. I'm Kelly Collison, Executive Director of Magnified Giving, and I'm here with Roger Grine, our founder and inspiration. Roger and I, along with our team and board of directors, are very happy to have you join us for our Giving Celebration 2020. Things are different this year, for sure, but two things that have not changed are our dedication to quality educational experiences for our students to find purpose and the appreciation we have for all of you who make it possible. We are here to celebrate you, share the impact of your gifts, and celebrate a huge milestone in the history that you've made happen. It's true, although we don't directly feed the hungry, house the homeless, or cure disease, we are proud to be the only local nonprofit organization that develops the next generation of the people who will do that, and more. We know that we must teach our youth and give them opportunities to serve if we want our vibrant nonprofit sector to continue to thrive. You empower all of this to happen. Roger?
It's amazing, Kelly, when you think about that. It's our 13th year for Magnified Giving, teaching young kids to look at others' needs, not focus on themselves. And thanks to the board, the donors, all the people involved over 13 years, it's very humbling, very amazing. Thank you, Kelly.
So our team prepared the virtual giving celebration so we can share our impact from the past year with you. We wish we could be together in person, of course, and we know we owe you dinner. But for now, let's turn it over behind the scenes to Bob Kelly, Magnified Giving board member and president of KPG Creative, who produced our virtual event for us. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Kelly. Let's turn it over to Carrie and Lindsay.
Hello?
Actually, I think I hear Carrie now.
Hello? Lindsay, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes. Carrie, what are you wearing? You look so pretty.
Oh, gee, thanks. Well, I'm not going anywhere. I never go anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere tonight. But I thought I would get dressed up for our guests here tonight.
Speaking of guests, hi everyone, welcome. My name is Lindsay.
And I'm Carrie, and we're so thrilled you're online with us here tonight. We would like to welcome you to the 2020 Magnified Giving Celebration event. We'd also like to thank our sponsors who made this night possible, who you see on the screen right now.
We have a lot of amazing things to share with you tonight, but we want to take a moment to show you what magnified giving really means. Some of you with us tonight have supported Magnified Giving from the very beginning, and you know and love that supporting Magnified Giving is a way to increase your impact on the community by empowering youth through your gift.
But some of you may have only just heard about Magnified Giving, and we're so glad that you're here. So we'd like to take a moment to show you how we magnify gifts by empowering young leaders to make a difference.
Welcome to Magnified Giving. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and engage students in philanthropy, empowering them to be leaders and to serve others. Each step in our distinctive model magnifies the gifts of donors. These gifts empower the students on their philanthropic journey. This journey begins with a donation, which is received by Magnified Giving. Then, through our school partnerships, teachers educate students on what it means to be a philanthropist. The students are then entrusted to grant $1,000 or more to their local nonprofits. These students explore, discover, and thoughtfully share concerns about the issues in their community. They are empowered to research, serve, advocate, and persuade their peers through presentations, and vote on a local nonprofit organization to receive their grant. Our students are the future, and their voices should be heard. Magnified Giving develops the next generation of philanthropists, and your donation is magnified for generations. Through our unique educational model and service learning method, students discover opportunities to give their time, talents, and treasure to create a positive change in their community now. To learn how you can magnify your gifts and participate in our program, visit Magnified Giving at magnifiedgiving.org.
Now that you know how our program works, we're so excited to show you our outcomes.
Despite the many challenges this year has brought, we have overcome, and so have our students, who are the heartbeat of this organization. They have thrived this year, adapting and fully embracing the opportunity to do something to help others during these crazy times.
You, our cherished Magnified Giving family, have helped us provide the opportunity for students to grant much needed funds to nonprofits in our community. You gave these students the knowledge and opportunity to find their voice and get involved in finding solutions to challenges in our community.
Tonight, we are excited for you to hear what it means to students, teachers, nonprofit partners, and community members to be part of this amazing and life-giving process.
First up, let's hear from Francesca, Karen, Rashika, Allison, and Caroline.
Because of Magnified Giving, I always look for ways to make an impact on the world around me. My experience as a student in the Magnified Giving program has helped me find the dream career I want to pursue. I understand the values that are important to me. Magnified Giving gave me the knowledge I can't live without.
Magnified Giving has inspired me in several ways to give back my time, talent, and treasure and make a positive impact in my community. We students are the next generation, and we can be the change. Magnified Giving is bestowing the opportunity to create young philanthropists in us every day. I would like to thank Magnified Giving for inspiring me and several other students throughout our journeys. Thank you.
I am deeply thankful for the way Magnified Giving has impacted my students at CHCA. We've participated with Magnified Giving for years, both in the classroom and as after-school programs. During this past year, when we encountered COVID and quarantine, Magnified Giving became a core part of my service program. Students were able to participate online through Zoom. We met with Roger. My students got to reflect personally, deeply on the issues they cared about, to meet agencies, nonprofits online. We would get into breakout rooms and hold discussions where they asked amazing questions, talked with amazing leaders in our community, and were able to raise thousands of dollars virtually in the time that we had. It was deeply impacting, and we are incredibly grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
The Magnified Giving mission is doing so much for our community. It is impacting students in such a positive way. It is impacting the school community and changing the thought process and the experiences that these students are having in their school environment. It's taking them outside of just the textbook learning and testing information that they are having crammed down their throats at times. This is allowing them to think out of the box, look at their community, and opening their eyes to what is happening around them. It is truly a pleasure to get up every single day and work to support the teachers who are taking on this additional responsibility and ensuring that their students have this opportunity. It's a pleasure to work with the staff and be involved in this. So I thank you, our donors and supporters. I thank Magnified Giving for giving me the opportunity and entrusting me with this responsibility. It is truly a pleasure to work with Magnified Giving and ensuring that this mission continues for years to come. Thank you.
Students inspire me every year with the work that they do through this program. It is often the first time that they are considering themselves a philanthropist, but it certainly won't be the last. The work that they do has a lasting impact on our community. They learn by example from some of the greatest community leaders that our city has to offer. They learn what it means to be a group of people working together towards a common goal. And they inspire us to remember that our students are doing something good for the very first time. They are becoming empowered to get involved, to lead, and to invest in the community. Some of our students are asked the question, what is a community? A group of people working together towards a common goal. And some of the responses we get when we ask the students to say, what does it look like when people are working together towards a common goal, is exactly what they see at the end of their program. They see a group of students who maybe weren't friends, who didn't know one another 6 months ago or 3 weeks ago or 5 days ago, and they're coming together to learn about community issues. They're learning about how they can be involved to solve them, and they're learning that people all around our city are working every day to solve problems that matter to them. They're learning that a career exists in nonprofit, and they're creating thoughts like hunger should be outlawed or peace, not war. That's what our community looks like when we're working together. And we're working together now.
Thanks to your support, Caroline and Allison are able to propel teachers like Karen, who educate students like Rashika and Francesca to become passionate supporters for community nonprofits like La Soup. You'll meet the founder of La Soup in just a few minutes.
This process of empowering students has a direct impact on our community. This impact was evident this year in the myriad ways that students responded to the alarming issue of hunger in our community.
For example, students involved in the Magnified Giving program at Clark Montessori High School were shocked to learn that 1 in 5 children in our community face food insecurity. Compelled by their research, they took action by volunteering at a nonprofit called Childhood Food Solutions, and then sought an audience at Cincinnati City Council to advocate for greater action to fight child hunger in our region. During their presentation to the council members, students explained that they awarded the $1,000 grant provided by Magnified Giving to Childhood Food Solutions to demonstrate their personal commitment to fighting childhood hunger.
This life-changing experience has developed these students into lifelong champions in the fight to end child hunger in our community. These students have the passion and the drive. But if we aren't teaching them about the issues in our community, then who will? It is imperative that students have the opportunity to participate in philanthropy education and get hands-on experience using their voices.
Teaching philanthropy through the Magnified Giving program ensures that our community leaders are aware of the challenges in our community and are confident in their ability to respond and make a difference. Students from Clark Montessori now know the urgency of food insecurity in our region, and they know how to advocate, give, and volunteer to fight this problem.
Our future is stronger because of the educators who step up to teach philanthropy curriculum and encourage students to take action.
One of those educators is Craig Rush, teacher and Magnified Giving program champion at Clark Montessori High School. And now, he'll tell us about his experience working with these passionate young philanthropists.
I would like to thank Magnified Giving. My name is Craig Rush. I'm a teacher at Clark Montessori. Our students became paired up with Childhood Food Solutions and their awesome executive director, Tony Fairhead. Childhood Food Solutions pairs up with Amazon to provide meals for students during times when breaks happen, such as the winter or the spring or the summer. Tony was very generous with his time and came to school multiple times where our kids were able to pack food packages for the students. They became so interested in it, they even went to Magnify Giving and worked during the winter break time. Childhood Food Solutions became such a big part of our own community that our students advocated at Cincinnati City Hall committee meeting. Our students were interviewed on television. They were able to speak in front of the committee and empowered to speak up about things that matter to them. Childhood Food Solutions, in turn, has been an amazing resource for our students. Some of the students at our school are food insecure and have been able to benefit from this program. So we would like to thank Magnified Giving and you for our wonderful opportunity to work with an amazing agency. So thank you very much.
City Councilman Greg Landsman was at City Hall to hear the testimony of the Clark Montessori students. Let's hear how it impacted him to witness these students use their voices for good.
Last year, a wonderful group of students from Clark Montessori came to City Hall to talk with us about childhood poverty and solutions to pursue. I was so impressed and moved and just deeply grateful to Magnified Giving, which helped to empower these young people to take action on issues that are critically important. I want to thank and congratulate Magnified Giving for the impact that they've had on our young people. You all are helping to create not just the next generation of leaders, but today's leaders, young people empowered to make change now. It's a wonderful contribution. So thank you and congratulations.
Students from Clark Montessori High School chose to donate funds to childhood food solutions to help combat hunger. But they weren't the only students compelled by the issue of hunger. In fact, students in our program allocated funds to over a dozen organizations in our community that address hunger.
One of those is La Soup. La Soup was the recipient of 3 separate Magnified Giving grants this year, and in fact, they've won multiple grants each year since 2017. That means that dozens of students from different schools in our region have learned about, volunteered at, and advocated for La Soup over the past several years. In 4 years, students in our program have awarded $15,000 to La Soup, showing just how much they care about fighting hunger through La Soup's creative model of rescuing perishable food and turning it into tasty and nutritious meals.
Therefore, when you give to Magnified Giving, you can have confidence that you're not only supporting community organizations like La Soup, but you're also providing them with passionate volunteers, advocates, and future board members for years to come.
We're excited to hear from the executive director and founder of La Soup, Susie DeYoung, about her experience as a partner of the Magnified Giving program.
On behalf of La Soup, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for empowering these children and understanding the true meaning of philanthropy and to get involved and to educate themselves about the issues at hand. We know at La Soup the great influence that kids have had on our lives since we started 6 years ago. We couldn't do the work without their help, and we're so grateful to you inspiring them to give back to their community. So thanks.
Our young philanthropists have a huge impact on local nonprofits, but they also inspire and encourage community members. We are thankful that our Magnified Giving family supports these students with their gifts and with messages of motivation. A familiar face in the community was so inspired that he shared this encouragement and a challenge with students at our recent Student Service Conference kickoff.
Hey everybody, I just want to give you a real quick message. It's Colin Mayfield from Channel 5. I know it's been a hectic year, crazy year, not only for you, your parents, so many kids out in the community. They're going to need the help. And not only that, they're gonna need the effort that you guys are gonna put out throughout this year. This pandemic has been crazy, and I know that many of you have been dealing with so many things at home, but I'm here to tell you that you guys can be the change this year to do something good. And I know it's gonna take a little bit more effort this year and a little bit more incentive, right, to get things out and to do right. But I wanna give you a challenge. Instead of preaching at you, I wanna be involved with you. So over the course of this year, I'm gonna try to do something good each week for somebody. Not gonna tweet about it or anything, but I'd like to check back in with you guys and maybe keep a log of those, and maybe we can share some of those coming on later this year as well. So be the change and have your voice be good, right? Be the voice for good. So again, thanks for listening to me, guys. Have a great year, and go get them.
Without the support of our generous donors, Magnified Giving would not be able to educate, engage, and empower students. Through these gifts, Magnified Giving students are able to experience the joy of serving others in their community and the indescribable feeling of having an impact on their community through support to specific nonprofits that they choose. Let's hear from a few donors why they choose to support Magnified Giving and the next generation of philanthropists.
Hi everyone, I'm Sunny Realhorn Parr, Executive Director of Kroger Foundations. The Kroger Co-Foundation supports Magnified Giving because we believe in their ability to educate, inspire, and engage students and teachers in youth philanthropy. Philanthropy is a skilled area of expertise and a role of great privilege. Magnified Giving empowers our youth to ask the right questions, make the right investments of limited resources to make a positive impact in the local community. At Kroger, we're on a mission to help create communities free of hunger and waste through our Zero Hunger, Zero Waste social impact plan. This creative partnership helps us amplify giving to community organizations that are working to fight hunger and eliminate food waste. We believe in the power of giving and how it can bring us all together in a shared mission.
Hey everyone, I've been so impressed with Magnified Giving from the moment I stepped into it. Not only helping kids learn about giving and learn about seeing things outside of themselves, but the real impact it makes onto all the other organizations in our community. It's an incredible organization and I'm so honored to be part of it.
As a result of a commitment from donors to support students, we had a remarkable year, and we'd like to share those outcomes with you now. An online annual report of sorts.
97 schools awarded grants.
135 nonprofits received grants.
$170,986 granted in total this year.
Your gift to Magnified Giving not only directly aided 135 community nonprofits, but you also empowered passionate students who are already making waves in the community. As a result of learning about the issues our community faces through the Magnified Giving programs, our students responded eagerly, completing 15,000 hours of community service and raising an additional $30,000 to award in grants to nonprofits they care about.
Since 2008, thanks to your generosity, Magnified Giving has given students the opportunity to award, drum roll please, $1,049,776 to nonprofits in our community.
This is amazing. You are amazing. Congratulations to you for being part of a passionate and generous family of givers. Together, you accomplished something incredible, granting $1 million through the hands of students to meet needs in our community and raise up thousands of young philanthropists along the way. We raise our glasses to you, our cherished Magnified Giving family, for reaching this $1 million milestone. And we're just getting started. Cheers.
Another champion in our community dedicated to leadership development, community partnership, and connecting people in our region is Amy Thompson, Senior Director of Leadership Programs at the Cincinnati, USA Regional Chamber of Commerce. We welcome Amy tonight as our keynote speaker.
Thank you, Carrie. I'm truly excited to be with each of you this evening as we celebrate the story of an incredible idea that turned into an incredible organization, Magnified Giving. We celebrate all of you, the current and future leaders who are part of this critical mission. I learned an important lesson years ago that as leaders and as organizations, we must take time to pause, to reflect, and to celebrate. And that's just what we're doing tonight. So let's start by pausing and reflecting. I'll ask each of you to take a moment and put in the chat, when you think of a thriving community, what is it? What comes to mind? What creates that thriving community? Please put it in the chat. For many of you, you may have thought of things like a booming economy, or having healthy people or a healthy environment. Are we meeting people's basic needs, like housing and food security? What are our social conditions like? Do we have a collaborative infrastructure and great government and fantastic transportation? You may have thought of a lot of things, but I really hope you thought of philanthropy. Community members that take time to share their time, their treasure, their talent, that truly adds to the fabric of the community. People. Young people, old people, people of all ages make up a thriving community. So what does that look like from a personal perspective? For me, for you? Let's think about that. For me, personally, I want to belong, have positive relationships, a place where I truly belong. I hope for you, you also think about a sense of purpose, knowing that you're contributing to society, that you can make a difference. And we also know that a thriving community needs leadership. Leadership at all levels, amongst the young, amongst the old. Truly, each one of you has the ability to lead. Whether it's in your personal spheres, your organizations, your workplaces, your teams, your faith communities, the list goes on. Leadership really is the ability to inspire and motivate others towards a common goal. It's about making a difference. So belonging, purpose, and leadership, these are just a couple of the personal aspects of what creates a thriving community. And as we mentioned earlier, philanthropy is a critical part of the fabric of a thriving community. When I specifically think about Magnified Giving, this is an organization that is checking all the boxes. The program creates leadership opportunities for young people, a chance to build relationships and work with others who may be different than you, also an opportunity to make a difference and have a purpose greater than ourselves. Magnified Giving is a microcosm of a thriving community. It has all the right personal aspects. And as we mentioned, it includes leadership. Leadership really is a cornerstone of making sure our community continues to thrive. And Magnified Giving develops current and future leaders by empowering our youth to be philanthropists. Really filling the pipeline of those who will continue to take care of this community for generations to come. Great things happen when people think beyond themselves, when they focus on others and turn dreams into a reality. And that's exactly what happened with Magnified Giving. The founder, Roger Grein, took an idea of creating future generations of young philanthropists, and he turned it into a reality. He has made an incredible impact, a true legacy. Roger, I sure hope you never stop dreaming, never stop leading, and always continue to help people. Roger, you are a true servant leader. And I bet that many of you have learned numerous leadership lessons from not only the Magnified Giving program itself, but from Roger. I ask you to turn back to the chat again. Jot down a couple things that come to mind. What do you think about when you think about a great leader? And who comes to mind when you think about a great leader? Please put that in the chat. Leadership truly comes in all shapes and sizes. It doesn't have to be the loudest, the strongest voice. It doesn't have to be the title. Each one of us has the opportunity to lead and to make a difference. Take a moment to reflect. When I met Roger Grein, he was the oldest person to ever go through the Leadership Cincinnati program. And I tell you what, he may have been the oldest, but he was the one with the youngest spirit. I am so fortunate to be surrounded by great leaders through these leadership programs, and I continue to learn from each of them every time we are together, and that includes Roger. Roger, for me, is a wonderful example of leadership. And as you hear these qualities, I ask you to think about the ones that resonate with each of you, and I ask you to think about how you are leading today. When I think of Roger, a strong leader, I think of someone who is a servant leader. Someone who is resilient, someone who is generous, willing to walk in other people's shoes. He's faithful, caring, makes you feel as if you are the only person in the world when you're with him. He also loves to laugh and smile and have fun. Leadership truly should be fun. It takes leadership to make a difference for our community. Thank you to all of you who are with us this evening as you continue to lead and make a difference in our region. I imagine that many of you embody these qualities that we just discussed. At the Chamber, we believe in the importance of connecting people across our community. Why? We know that when you connect people with vision, with ideas, with connections, great things happen. One of the best things about the Cincinnati region is that you can make a difference. You can be a big fish in a small pond. This is an incredibly collaborative community that comes together to make things happen. Magnified Giving is a great example of that. Students, teachers, community organizations, business leaders, all coming together for a cause. And when young people step up and lead, it is powerful. Magnified Giving does just that and truly represents the best of this community. So we've taken time to pause and reflect on what it means to be a thriving community, what it means to lead, and now it's time to celebrate. Join me in congratulating Magnified Giving and the young philanthropist in Cincinnati on an incredible milestone. Do you all know that since 2008, students have raised and given away $1 million to help this community? I am blown away. That is truly amazing. What a milestone. Thank you to everyone who makes it possible for Magnified Giving to educate, inspire, and empower students. Donors, teachers, kids, community partners, thank you. Thank you for caring, thank you for supporting, and thank you for giving. Congratulations on making all of this happen. Magnified Giving's mission is critical to our community's vibrancy, and it's truly one of a kind, just like its founder. We are blessed to have Magnified Giving in our community. May you all continue to lead and make a difference for our Cincinnati region. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy, for encouraging and lifting up leaders in this community.
It wouldn't be a giving celebration if we didn't recognize one of our amazing youth philanthropists by presenting the Bill Keating Jr. Gen Philanthropy Award. Bill was a believer in teaching the next generation about philanthropy, and he was passionate about the values that Magnified Giving teaches students. For this reason, we established the Bill Keating Jr. Gen Philanthropy Award in 2018 with the intention of giving it to a former Magnified Giving student each year who has continued to serve their community and be an example for others.
Hello, this is Noah Patton. I'm reaching out to give the biggest, most meaningful virtual thank you that I possibly can. I received a call tonight from an amazing, inspiring man whom I wish I could see face to face to say this. Magnified Giving has given so much to so many people, touched the lives of which I've seen firsthand, and it's beautiful. To have known and been a part of such an amazing organization filled with such selfless individuals is something that I will be thankful for and take pride in forever. Thank you all. I truly didn't think that sitting in my dorm room in Columbus as I am tonight, I would be reminded of the amazing people that we share this world with. But that's exactly what happened. It's so easy, especially in the city that I now find myself in, not the cornfields anymore, to be blind to the good in this world and forget the fact that there's people working so hard to better the lives of their fellow man. Magnified Giving has opened my eyes to this yet again, and I'm not even in high school anymore. Kelly, the lessons that you've taught me from my time in Magnified Giving will stay with me forever. The planning, outreach, activities, and so much more that you've provided for so many people isn't forgotten. It has truly been an honor to have worked with you and all the amazing staff at Magnified Giving. Thank you so much. And I suppose I'll conclude with this. Thank you, Roger. Thank you for being a pioneer for good in this world that so desperately needs it. Your work will inspire so many for generations to come, and I'm honored and extremely humbled to have been a part of the documentary that will continue to prove these truths each time someone presses play. I hope that teaching of philanthropy in our schools grows and expands into something beyond all of us, a universal truth that shows that in a world seemingly full of problems, we all can be part of the solution. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If there's ever anything at all I can do for any of you, and Magnified Giving as a whole, please shoot me an email, text, call, or anything. It truly would be an honor to continue serving such an amazing organization, and I will leap at any chance I'm able to do so. Thank you, Magnified Giving. Best wishes, Noah Patton.
It is our pleasure to welcome Bill's daughter, Liz Keating, to present the 2020 Gen Philanthropy Award.
Hi, my name is Liz Keating, and I'm the daughter of Bill Keating Jr. And one of the lessons my dad always taught me was the importance of gratitude. Every opportunity I've had in life is because someone else came before me and helped pave the way. And now I can show my gratitude to those whose shoulders I stand on by paying it forward and helping those who are going to come after me. And one of those giants whose shoulders we all stand on is Roger Grine. We've now hit $1 million that's been donated to the community through Roger. And I'd say that's unbelievable, but we're talking about Roger. His tremendous leadership has encouraged so many new students to get engaged in their communities and advocate for issues that they're passionate about. And that's what my dad loved about Roger so much. And it's the ripple effect. Every opportunity to get someone else involved is another opportunity to have them help someone else. And that's why Roger's legacy is going to live on forever. And it's that mentality, that mindset of giving your time, your energy, and your passion as to why Noah Patton has stood out to the Magnified Giving community. Every opportunity he's had to get involved was another opportunity to get others involved. Every success he saw was an opportunity to give credit to someone else. Noah, I am so proud to have you carry on the legacy of my dad, and I am so proud to give you the Next Generation Philanthropy Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Liz, for this award on behalf of your family. It's so heartwarming to receive such an amazing award. Thank you so much. I truly didn't expect any of this, and it just means so much. From the bottom of my heart, I just have to say thank you. Thank you to Bill Keating. It means so much to be presented an award in his honor. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Tonight, you have heard from many people in our community who have been touched by Magnified Giving and felt the ripple effect of engaging our community's young people in philanthropy.
We are profoundly grateful for the work you helped us to achieve in our first 12 years, and there's so much more we hope to accomplish. To ensure that this work continues, we need your continued support to develop the next generation.
Your gifts enable students like Noah, who will no doubt inspire others to magnify the gift he has been given.
Your gift provides opportunities for students like Francesca and Rashika to engage in leadership development and learn valuable skills for life, ensuring that our community's future leaders are knowledgeable and passionate.
And because your gift is magnified, your resources directly support organizations like Childhood Food Solutions, La Soup, and over 100 more each year.
If you also feel compelled to empower these students, we invite you to make a donation now using the button on your screen or by going to magnifiedgiving.org.
A generous member of the Magnified Giving family will match all gifts up to $100,000 between now and February 15th, so your gifts are magnified even more. Thank you for helping us to meet an amazing $1 million milestone this year, and thank you for propelling us into another year of achieving great things for our community together. We applaud you, our generous supporters and gracious friends, for all that you have helped Magnified Giving and our young philanthropists to accomplish this year.
Thank you for caring about our students.
Thank you for supporting Magnified Giving.
Thank you for supporting Magnified Giving.
Thank you for supporting philanthropy curriculum.
Thank you for caring about the students.
Thank you.
Thank you for caring about students.
Thank you for showing kids how to lead with purpose.
Thank you for caring about students.